Stop it.
Okay, those two.
Okay, then who would you take?
Handles-wise?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going with Kyrie. Just strictly handles, I'm going with Kyrie.
I'm going with Steph Curry. He make people fall. He make legends fall.
Oh, I like that. I like that. He makes legends fall. Hey, Kevin Harlan.
That was a movie, wasn't it?
A legend in his own right, standing by
fall.
to make the call.
We've got NBA basketball in store for you here in Houston, Texas, the home of the Rockets, live on 2K Sports. This game in Houston marks the start of a homestand for the Rockets. Well, they are on top of their game right now, and guys, on top of the league, the best record in both conferences.
And seeing where the Rockets are, they must have reached every goal they set for themselves this season. For them to be this high in the standings this late in the season, what an accomplishment.
And I know it took a long time for people around the league to trust their success, but I don't think there's anybody left out there who doesn't think they're for real at this point.
So the Rockets win the tip. Beasley dishes to Freq. From outside, off the mark. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Cleveland, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Thompson in at the center.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Now here's Irving. Count the bucket.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Moore passes to Freq. And some nice passing there by Houston. To the left side wing. Pass to Ariza. Launches it. Rebound, Love. Cleveland with the ball. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And really the signature of that game was what they were able to do from a defensive standpoint, particularly on the low post.
Yeah, and they were up in the air an awful lot in that paint area, getting their hands on shots, a lot of them, but if they didn't block them or touch them, they actually changed them.
Freq gets to Ariza. It's good from the top of the key. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Now here is Irving. He's guarded closely. And it's sent back by Howard. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. Outside Irving. Shot clock at 5. And good on the basket. Book it.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Here's Beasley.
Oh, good D, but better O. It's almost as if they're just standing there.
Well said. Well, for the most part, they were just standing still, Clark.
And you know what, Kevin? He's not the most explosive player on the court, but if you give him a clear lane to the basket, he'll punch it on you.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
That one misses. The Rockets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Ariza kicks to Beasley. Feeds it to Moore. To the wing on the left. Beasley the screen. Moore dishes to Howard. The Rockets shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And, Kevin, it's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. The Cavaliers trailing. It's a pick by Love, and looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
Channing Frye's checked in for Cleveland. Beasley, the pass to Freq. He kicks to Howard. The dish now to Moore. 6 on the shot clock. Out left to the wing. To the middle. It's tipped. Stolen by Thompson. Outside Irving. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And he gets it to go.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in him. And he has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about my knees, my man. 'Cause he looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
And here's Freq after LeBron James hitting the 3. Beasley sets a screen for Ariza. Freq. Here's Howard. And Houston again with the bucket.
And when you've got that much of a size advantage on your defender, that's how you take advantage of it.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Irving kicks to Smith. Two on the clock from deep three-point range. But they get it back. Back to Irving. A second left. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one is on Beasley.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Rockets.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Rockets have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. So on the floor for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the center, filling out the middle.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freq in the last matchup against the Jazz really lit it up. He finished with 19 points and rounded out a solid overall game, playing lockdown defense and finding open teammates. A performance like this is what we've come to expect during this great run of his. Will we get another one tonight, guys?
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance.
Yeah, that's certainly one that we'll be talking about here for a long time.
I'd say it would make it to his greatest hit spot. No doubt about it.
And the ball goes out of bounds. It's touched by Love.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Here's Freq. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. The leaner, and it's sent back by Irving. He feeds it to Love. Irving kicks to Love. At the top of the key, Thompson. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. The Cavaliers beat them last time when these two teams met in Cleveland.
And you know what? A shame that either team had to lose that game because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Yeah, I suppose that's right, but it still was heartbreaking. I mean, you hate to lose in OT, no matter how hard you played. You want to come out on top if you're going to play those extra minutes.
Nobody near Irving. That three off the mark.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
The Rockets have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. First one falls for him.
Taking 2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Get some ball movement and run something on the
last 10 games. The Rockets #1.
They've been really pleased, Kevin, with their three-point game. It's working better for them thanks to some adjustments they've made in their transition game.
And there's the pass to Love. And here's LeBron outside. Not this time. His first miss in 3 attempts from the field.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Freq dishes to Ariza. Now here's Freq, covered by Irving. Shot clock at 5. Moore with the bucket. Moore's got 6 points.
Dwight Howard with some slick passing on that one.
LeBron passes to Irving. It's a pick by Love. Irving with it. Guarded now by Michael Beasley. There's the 3. And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by Irving. 7 points for Kevin Love.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
All right, Houston, coming out of the corner, you're on.
And a moment here to check out some of the stats for James. Right around 25 points per, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists. And impressive numbers, no doubt. It's the kind of run we've come to expect from him.
Synergy. All elements working together. The game is coming easy to him right now.
Houston making a switch here. Capella's checked in. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Udrich is checked back in. Now here's Freq. He's covered closely. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Now here's Love. Tight defense on him. Back to Irving. Fires from 14. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Yes,
Irving's got 8 points.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
And Moore kicks to Freq. Beasley right side. Now here's Freq, covered by Irving. Capella dishes to Beasley. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there. 36 seconds left to play here in the half. Kicks it to Udrich. The screen from Thompson. And Love has it in the corner. That's good. And it's Udrich with the assist that time. 9 points for Love. Here's Freq. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Passes it to Howard. He dishes it to Freq. And it's Houston with another.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Now, here is Irving. He had 10 points in the win against Milwaukee.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort.
So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. A solid and competitive first half of basketball, LeBron. How do you feel about the team and its performance tonight?
We're doing a good job. We're on the road. Our shooters, we missed a couple at the end. I wish we would have went in, but they're going to continue to shoot. But it's going to be a big second half for us. So we got to continue to play like we did in the first half.
Continuity is key, LeBron. Thank you. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And
all right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things. First of all, a big nod to how well we've taken care of the basketball. We're not taking any unnecessary chances, and that's meant very few turnovers. One thing I liked, our passing, getting a lot of assists. Unselfish passing can get us into a nice rhythm, and that's how we get ourselves on a run. And just to talk about what we want for the pace of the game, I'd say nice and steady suits us just fine. It doesn't have to be a track meet. This is a very tough opponent, and we've got a difficult half in front of us. But I've got all the faith in the world in you guys. I know you can get this done.
we have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Kevin Love with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
Freq in at point guard. Howard is out there with Beasley. And it's Trevor Ariza. And it's Moore in at the shooting guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Freq, that's good. And so Howard with the assist. Howard's got his third assist on the night. Cleveland's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Irving attacking. Beasley with the rebound. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Rockets shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Freq passes to Howard, and he goes in for the dunk.
He power surged that one down. Wow.
Yeah, good term to use. One of the game's top dunkers for sure.
Folks, that's not a petty, not a Manny. That's a facial. Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation. Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Here's Love. Shot is no good. Excellent D there from Beasley. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Ariza has the open look, and it's off from three-point range. And it's Smith penetrating. Here's LeBron, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. So for the Rockets, Trevor Booker comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Brewer in for E'Twaun Moore. And Cleveland also making a change. Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. Off the pick. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Smith. Smith's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, I like the setup there. LeBron with the nice pick.
The baseline J. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Booker's got the game tied up here for Houston.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Love kicks to Irving. From 17 feet out. Again, Irving missing. Rockets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Now here's Freq. He's covered by Irving. Freq dishes to Booker. Beasley with a clean look. Good on the triple. And now it's a 3-point Houston lead.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
James, the pass to Irving. And the foul called on Freq. That's his first foul. The Cavaliers trail by 4 on the court for Cleveland. We've got Kevin Love. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Irving. Then there's Tristan Thompson. And it's Shumpert in at the 3, the small forward. Outside Irving. 6 to shoot. Left side Shumpert. Lets it go with the 3. Cannot hit. And the Rockets take it the other way. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the second game of a 5-game homestand. Pass to Capella. Now here's Freq. He's guarded closely. It's Ariza on the wing. Guarded by Shumpert. Howard kicks to Capella. On deep. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have a range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep.
Michael Beasley. He's checked in for Capella. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Now here's Freq. He's guarded closely. Dishes it to Ariza. And here's Beasley. Just 5 on the clock. And that one's good. Freq's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Rockets.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
Completely agree with that, Clark. They need stops and really can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are nice, high-percentage looks.
And that one's good.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Thompson, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
Freq dishes to Moore. Ariza kicks to Freq. There's the feed to Howard. Houston moving the ball around. There's Freq. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Love with the screen on Howard. Irving attacking, and it's sent back by Howard.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Pump, rotate over, and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Freq passes to Howard. Feeds to Ariza. Freq kicks to Moore. Pass to Freq. Launches it. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Irving attacking. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Rockets leading by 6. Ariza dishes to Freq. Ariza outside. Freq kicks to Beasley. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Freq passes to Howard, pushing their lead to double digits.
And we're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point.
For the Cavaliers, James comes in for Shumpert. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. It's a pick by Love. James kicks to Irving. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got 3 assists now in this one.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Moore dishes to Freq. Beasley, the pass to Howard. And a wide open look for Freq. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Smith. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
And it's a big key thus far in this game, Clark, because whenever they've gotten the ball in the paint, good things have happened.
They grabbed their own miss. Beasley. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Just absolute domination in this one for Beasley. 9 points and a block.
And guys, really impossible to say where he's been better, offensively or defensively.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's not missed a beat at either end. That's obvious.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this league.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. Guys, I know we've been battling. You may feel a little bit gassed, but we got to dig deep right now and find a way. Take a deep breath and let's get it done. Kevin?
Good. And that's now 19 points for Kyrie Irving.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Time definitely not on their side.
They need a very quick bucket, a real quick one.
Love kicks to LeBron, and it's blocked. Over to the left wing. And it's Moore penetrating. No good. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Nails it. And now they trail by just 4.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Ariza dishes to Freq. Back to Ariza. Thompson against Howard. Kicks it out to Beasley. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Cavaliers timeout. Okay, fans, put your hands together for Go Rockets Power Dancers.
We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Irving. And the shot no good, a bit short. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. .20 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul right there. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
At the line for 2.
So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
The free throws go down, and the lead goes up.
Not sure there's anything they can do to salvage this one.
Not anymore. I mean, any chance they had got away from them, slipped right out of their hand.
Here's Freq. Another miss by Houston. So we see the Rockets get the win here. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, and it appeared to me as though the fans gave them the emotional boost they needed down the stretch, Kevin. This crowd is not going to let this one slip away.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. Now we sit.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freq.
In my opinion, his passing is what really drove them to this win. He did a fantastic job of spreading the ball around and keeping everyone involved in the offense. And he wound up with a nice number of assists to show for it.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it's the Houston Rockets as they'll be playing against the Denver Nuggets. For the Nuggets, playing under 500 basketball over the last 10 games, they can do better, and they'll try to get on the winning side tonight. Almost the end of the regular season, several teams looking very good for the playoffs. Kenny, what's more valuable, having well-rested players or getting home court advantage?
Easy. If you're banged up, rest. If you're healthy, home court advantage. Easy, Ernie. But the rhythm and momentum are just as important entering the postseason.
You know what, Ernie? Back in the day, everyone tried to play a full 82. Even if you had a sprained finger or head cold, you're like, forget that.
We're live, the home of the Rockets in wonderful Houston, Texas. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche Latina in the NBA. An annual tradition celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. Here in Houston, it's another home game for the Rockets. Well, they are on top of their game right now, and guys, on top of the league, the best record in both conferences.
Yeah, right now, though, the Rockets, they've had a dream season, and I think they're only going to get stronger as we approach the postseason.
It really is amazing how far they've come in the course of one season, from afterthought to title contenders.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Gallinari sits outside at 3 with Fareed at the 4. Will Barton is out there with Ramon Sessions. And it's Laverne in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Barton. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
Boy, he picked him out brilliantly with that feed inside.
Nuggets on D. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
He definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
We're about 1 minute into the first. For the Houston Rockets, they come in off a good outing against Cleveland.
Their shooting percentage in that game was ridiculous. I mean, they created a lot of good looks for themselves, and you could see they were in rhythm and just continued to knock them down.
And, guys, I thought the key was simply getting that ball side to side, reversing and keeping pressure on the defense. That really opened up the court for them, and I think that's why they got so many good shots.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Sessions dishes to Fareed. Fareed setting the pick for Gallinari. 5 to shoot. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
And more kicks to Beasley. Freq passes to Howard. Here's Freq. The 19-footer is on the money. Freq's got his first basket of the night. Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And Sessions kicks to Fareed. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Clock at 6. They set the pick. Gallinari inside the three-point line, and the wing jumper offline.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Here's Barton, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Both free throws good from Barton. Rockets trail. Again, Doris Burke spoke with Mike Malone. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, he told me that when you're playing against a team that can finish inside as efficiently as this team does, they don't want to allow any looks easily on the interior. He said if they can limit them in that department, they'll be in good shape.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. So here's Gallinari. Michael Beasley picking up that last basket. Gallinari wide open. And again, Denver no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Back to Ariza. Pass to Freq. And Moore kicks to Freq. Launches a three. Denver grabs the miss. Last time they met was in Denver.
And they had to scrape and claw to get the win the last time these two teams went head-to-head. It came down to a few key free throws at the end.
Yeah, you know, Greg, when a game gets snug or tight, that's where cagey teams often execute and get easy offense. Either they get to the line or they get something inside, and if they do get to the line, they make them count. Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
The Nuggets trail by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Moore dishes to Freq. Back to Moore. He kicks it to Freq. Fires for 3. And Howard, here we go. And he sinks the layup.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Okay, fans, put your hands.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor.
Rockets Power Dancers.
Rockets leading by 4. So on the floor for Denver. We got Andrew Gaudlock. Kenneth Faried is out there with Will Barton. Then there's Harris. Ariza has the open look. Offensive rebound. Booker the pass to Freq. And some nice passing there by Houston. Second chance shot, and it's Andrew Gaudlock with the foul. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Booker. And Denver with a change here, too. Sessions checked in for Gary Harris. And it's the Nuggets with the ball, following the miss by Freq. Sessions with it. 17 points for him last game against Utah.
And also give him credit for his ability to pass the basketball. He was always looking for the open man.
Clock is at 3. Here's Gaudlock. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It's going to be on Freq.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
Morris checked in for Houston.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
Freq kicks to Howard. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Now here's Freq. D right on him. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Houston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And, Kevin, it's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
Houston making a switch here. Beasley's checked in, and Denver also making a switch. Burns checked in, and it's time for an injury report.
He passed on to me that he bruised his sternum on that play, and it's giving him a lot of discomfort. If he were to miss some time, it would be a very tough loss for his team down the final stretch of this season. They're hoping that doesn't happen, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Boy, you always hate to see anyone ever deal with any sort of injury.
And almost for every player, it's inevitable. I mean, injuries are going to happen no matter how well you take care of yourself.
And let's just hope the rehab process doesn't drag on any longer than it has to.
And that one's good.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freq in the last matchup against the Cavaliers had a huge game. He picked up 12 points, but also came away with 5 big rebounds. A game like this just illustrates the success this team has enjoyed this season. What a special year, guys.
Good job as always, Doris. Thank you, guys. What was your take on his performance?
Kevin, I really felt like he left it all out on the floor. I'll say this. It was a great, hard-charging effort.
Guys, when he's on, nobody's more fun to watch. And he was definitely on in that game. Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for your Rockets Power Dancers.
As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. You look at Houston. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first.
Definitely qualified as a success for them. Their failures were well documented a year ago, and this year the ups clearly outweighing the downs.
Well, last year I'm not sure there were any ups for them, period, Greg, but this season they've battled hard each and every night.
Here's Laverne. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Denver. Freq kicks to Howard. Pass to Freq. From 12 feet out. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And Sessions kicks to Gallinari. There's the pick. Fareed setting the pick for Gallinari. Kicks to Fareed. Just 5 to shoot. High post shot. Moore with the block. And here comes Moore leading the fast break. Beasley with a clean look. It's good from long range. Now it's a 7-point Rocket lead.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
Here's Barton. His last outing, he had 8 points. Down low, out to Sessions. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Sessions has got his first basket of the night. Freq dishes to Howard. Freq passes to Howard. Ariza kicks to Freq. Houston moving it around. Here's Moore. Gallinari with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 5. The feed to Sessions. 1:05 left now here in the second. Back to Gallinari. Shot from the top of the key. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Now just a 3-point Rocket lead. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. here's Freq. He's covered by Sessions. There's the triple. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
That's 2 in a row, and we call that a streak.
Martin passes to Sessions. He feeds it to Fareed. The shot misses. And Houston the other way now. They host the Clippers after this game. And that will be the 3rd of 5 straight played at home. Ariza no up.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
And the pass to Freq. From deep three-point range. That drops. And it's a 9-point Rocket lead.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get.
Okay, fellas, nice job sticking to the plan in the first half. Now let's widen the gap and get these fans even.
Okay, fans, put your hands.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. You look at Freq in this game, he has been everywhere.
And really, all of a sudden, he's becoming their best distributor, doing a great job of orchestrating their offense.
Greg, typically that's not the role he usually plays, and I'm not sure how comfortable he is in it, but they've needed him to make some plays today, and he's been able to do it to his credit.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Rockets. Freq, he's in at point guard. Howard is out there with Beasley. Then it's Trevor Ariza. And it's Moore in at the 2 spot. That's good. The Houston lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Barton. Houston's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And it's Freq missing. Nuggets shooting under 40% all in all for the game. The kick out to Fareed. Dishes to Gallinari. Here's the screen. Shot clock at 6. Tries from 16. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Rockets leading by 5. Freq kicks to Moore. It's Freq, top of the key. Here's the 3. Ariza with the bucket. Ariza's got 8 points.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
And let's take a look at Danilo Gallinari's numbers. His last 10 games, he's right around 17 points a night, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. So much of what this team does revolves around his offense.
Well, his mindset allows him to stack those points up. He wants to carry the load, and clearly he does.
Here's Barton. Rebounded by Moore.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Leaves the dishes to Freq. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Feeds it to Beasley. To the middle. Here's Freq. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. And it's a 10-point Rocket lead.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
And Sessions kicks to Laverne. They set the pick. Fareed a screen on Howard. Screen by Fareed. And it's Gallinari missing.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be. Firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Martin passes to Sessions. Looking to end the run, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Andrew Godlock, he's checked in for Barton. And so Sessions nails both of them.
I don't want us taking shots with hands in our faces. Move the ball, spread their defense, and get our shooters some clean looks. Tighten up.
While we have a break in the action, now let's check out the league's best shooting teams. The Rockets, number 1.
Kevin, I've always said shooting percentage individually and for a team is a function of the kinds of shots you get. This team leads the league in shooting percentage because, 1, they have good shooters, but 2, they take high-quality shots. They're a very disciplined group.
Beasley dishes to Moore. Passes to Freq. Wants to get it to Beasley and does. That's good. Beasley's got the lead up to 13 now for Houston.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Here's Sessions, and the layup falls. Sessions has got 4 points this quarter.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Here's Freq, and some nice passing there by Houston. Beasley kicks to Freq. Moore right side, a baseline J, and Houston again with the bucket.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
Now here's Sessions. He's guarded closely. From deep, Gallinari. It's rebounded by Houston.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Booker, he's checked in for the Rockets. Brewer comes in for Ejuan Moore. The Nuggets trail by 13. Now here's Sessions. 6 points for him. They set the pick. A nice shot by Gallinari. Gallinari's got 8 points.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Now here's Freq. He's covered by Sessions. Freq kicks to Booker. For 3, Beasley. No luck.
That is prototype rebounding right there. He gets the position down low, boxes out, and then corrals it.
Now, here is Gallinari. Defense is right there. And it's Gallinari again missing. Rockets leading by 11. And Beasley gets it to go on the assist by Freq. And that's 11 points for Beasley.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
And Gallinari kicks to Laverne. Good on the shot. Laverne's got his second basket of the night.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Beasley kicks to Freq. Laverne grabs the miss. Laverne's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Godalock, covered by Beasley. The dish to Gallinari. Fader on the way. And it's Gallinari again missing. And here's Freq. On its way from Beasley for 2. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Rockets ahead, up 11. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Houston with a big group substitution here. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Booker. Reza comes in for Decker. Morris checked in for Brewer. And Freq subbed in for Augustine. Gallinari, he's checked in for the Nuggets. So out there for the Nuggets right now. Gallinari is out there with Nurkic. Then there's Harris. Then it's Moutier. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Harris kicks to Moutier. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
You have got to be kidding me. I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
Yeah, he torches defenders in all kinds of ways. When he's on the floor, he's a matchup headache.
Beasley, the pass to Freq. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Freak's got 19 points.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
During that break, Coach Mike Malone had some words for his team. He loved the work they were doing on the interior, saying, listen, they've got no answer for us inside, and we're not going to let them off the hook now. Keep pounding it down low.
Thanks again, Doris. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Capella. Back to Gallinari. Fareed at the elbow, inside, Sessions. The shot, no good. And Houston the other way now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Freq kicks to Beasley. Now here's Freq, discovered by Sessions. Freq dishes to Beasley. The shot. And again, the Rockets good for two.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Rockets.
You know, Clark, when you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
So you said it all there, Kevin. They were lethal from behind the arc.
And in what's been a solid season, to say the least, tonight's game will push their win total now up to 53.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
Hard to say now how the final 2 games between them will play out, Greg, but one thing's certain. I mean, they're going to go at each other. This has become a very intense matchup.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Freq. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Booker, he's checked in for Howard. Decker comes in for Michael Beasley. Corey Brewer's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Ejuan Moore.
And they're clearly finishing strong here, but not enough time to pull it out.
Yeah, it does look like they're going to end on a high note. Too bad this run didn't develop sooner for them.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had them on the rope, they started throwing haymakers at them.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubts.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freq. What are your thoughts, Kenny, on his game tonight?
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
I don't know what got into him tonight. Whew. He caught the scoring bug and was just pouring it in the paint. That's the kind of offense he's capable of delivering when he sets his mind to it.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.